and you manage to enter Mr. Kransy office. It's very modern, very sleek in its design. There's a big window covering what should be the wall at the end of the room. You can see this left Kransy, so I'm gonna just pop him back up. Kransy,
Okay.
leave this. Yes. Without his wife, of course.
Cause she's dead.
Dead.
My mother's dead.
He's winning in his armchair, visibly looking at his laptop, and when you enter the room, he turns to you. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Kransy.
You sit. I
I'll
don't
sit down.
suppose I don't
Or
suppose you drink anything.
I'll smile politely and say, not so much these days. I have limited tastes.
Hmm. You must be full after yesterday.
Um, I'll just kind of let the question hang on the air, but won't answer.
He gets up and you can see going into one of his cabinets and bring himself bourbon. Going back to his desk. So
So, about circumstances that happened the other night. I haven't seen Ivan. I was concerned for him.
this meeting doesn't really concern my son as much as it concerns you.
All right. I guess your son is probably one of the few individuals that I still have any sort of connection with, and you are lucky to have him as your child. I will just simply say that.
He sneakers.
But as for my own safety or situation, how do you mean?
Can you say that again?
Well, you said tonight is about me and my set of circumstances and my
Exactly.
concern. Would you care to elaborate?
You did kill someone. One of my employees. I don't really like mess up.
And whom are you referring to?
You want me to pull up video?
Do you mean the cleaning person? That was not me.
Yes. Ray. Thing is dead. Semi thought. It made quite a mess. And from what I have, we saw you go down back to your car with yourself not much, well, covered blood, not as much as my son, but still. There's strong evidence. I wondered if I should go to the police.
It wasn't me who killed that woman. I had to leave so I wouldn't hurt him. What is it
Uh,
that you wish from me, Mr. Kransy?
and depends. I wanted to see if I could do business with you.
I was hoping that you would say that.
I don't really know what you're capable of. Subtlety doesn't seem to be one of your strong suits.
She
Neither is improvisation.
she smiles and says, "No, I'm not exactly subtle."
So he leans back in his armchair. Here's the thing. Why shouldn't I incriminate you? What do you have to offer?
I think we can answer that with another question, or rather something else that I think should be brought up.
Mm-hmm.
There's an organization in this city that killed your son,
I'm
and
much aware.
this organization is made up of a group of doctors or hematologists or something along those lines. They've developed a poison. It's essentially what killed your son.
Mm-hmm.
I have suspicions that you might perhaps know them since they seem to be connected to the city's elite. There's a one Dr. Lawrence.
Yes, maybe I know the name. Does sound familiar.
So the threat that he represents and the dozens of people he's murdered, perhaps more, needs to stop. Now, obviously, a single death is reprehensible. It can't be allowed to continue, and I understand the circumstances surrounding it, but I wouldn't have come back here if I didn't think that it was something that perhaps we could both find a redeemable and suitable solution to.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I won't lie that it would be in my best interest to be rid of this man.
Since you seem to be one who values life, Dr. Lawrence and his organization represents a very real threat to all forms of it. The poison and weapons as he's been developing on won't stay contained in this city. It'll spread out. And it won't be, shall we say, deserving people who receive those poisons and those assassinations, but entirely innocent people like the cleaning lady that got caught in this crossfire. If you
I'm well
understand me.
I'm well aware, yes. But I failed to see how you could resolve this problem. Unless you can convince me otherwise.
I resolve things very directly. I'm close to his location, but I'm missing a piece that I was hoping I could get from you. And once I have that position, I won't stop until he and his organization is destroyed.
Alright. Common interest. What piece?
I'm sorry, you kind of cut out. What was that?
Common interest. What pieces of information do you require?
I need to know the location of where he is specifically, as well as their numbers. I keep finding threads, but there seem to be satellite organizations. There's a main one that I think he's connected with, and there's satellite ones as well. If I have those locations within, well, I can't give a specific amount of time, but within a few days, the problem can be dealt
Hmm.
with. And I would tend to that matter personally.
You can seem not getting up, but beginning to search in his drawers these days. He hands you, sorry. He gives you a red envelope with a fancy seal on it that seems to have been made of wax. Old-timey.
Mhm.
Finland.
Right.
All of this is brand new. I have come across one of those little things. It's an invitation. This one is quite old. I don't think it will fool anyone. Their organization seems to have suffered some internal fighting. But I do know where they operate. It's an instruction to go to them. It's in an old part of the city. It's not big, what I can know. It's an old cemeteries that have been covered up by decades and decades and centuries of building.
I
So
see.
sort of a catacomb underground. It's cliche, but these people operate like that. I don't think this is going to be guarded by simple men and women, if you catch my drift.
I think I understand. And I'll take the envelope.
I don't care what you do with them as long as I get rid of them. I have
They
no
will
use for them in my city.
they will be gotten rid of, I can assure you of that, or I'll die trying.
Great. Either way, I'm rid of the problem. Well,
There is
we
another problem I think that you wish you could also be rid of, and
go
forgive me
on.
for suggesting that, but that problem might be your son.
Go on.
I'd like to offer you a proposal. I can take responsibility for anything that he does,
And
and you won't have to clean up bodies in your tower.
he's much more useful to me now. If I release him again, I'll just know that I have to clean after his mess.
And why is that?
It's in his nature too. He's not the brightest. He has poor impulse, poor control of himself, no ambition.
He prevented me from going down a road that would have been surely destructive. So, well, his talents are not yet realized, they do exist. But if the question is if you're concerned about cleaning up his messes, I will take responsibility for that. Just as I've come back to take responsibility for what took place.
Do me a presence persuasion roll.
Oh, it all rides on this.
Can I use my specialty of sales pitch?
Yes.
Presence and persuasion.
And +1 because you're in a business suit. You're sales. You're sales lady. You don't have time for silly thing.
Oh, Final Fantasy 12 rules apply. Wearing the right outfit. Bonus.
Yep. He looks at you and says, "Alright, but one condition.
Name it.
I, for reason that I will not divulge, need sample of your blood, of your kind."
I'm sorry. That's perhaps something outside of what I can provide.
You can take it or leave it. I need 2 gallons of what you call vitae weekly. Or my son stay where he is. And I can assure you will not be participating in your little club soon. Anytime soon.
I'm not certain I have that amount that you need.
Well, if you're not certain, then we have nothing else to discuss. I'm already giving you great opportunity. My son is much more useful to me now than he would be if I released him.
I think I understand. All
So
right.
that's-
Is it possible to return and provide it? Or do you need this immediately?
No, weekly. Choose a day of the week. I can be, well, can be patient for the kind of thing, but roughly, yes, 2 gallons every week. It's what I need.
2 gallons every week?
Yes. I'm sure you can come up with it.
I see. I'm not certain I can provide that. That's out of context or whatever.
Oops, sorry, 1 gallon. I misread, um, the imperial system and all. 1 gallon.
So he needs a gallon every week.
Yep.
Okay, so in terms of game terms, how much vitae is that?
Probably 4.
Okay. Um, I will say you need it 4. Okay, so 1 gallon per week.
Yes.
And
And
are
you
you
take
going
care
to
of my son.
consume it yourself?
That is not of you, none of your business.
I see. The problem here is that there are certain rules that I can't break. And
I'm
if I
well
provide
aware of your little club rules. What I give you is an offer. Once again, take it or leave it.
and Celine will pause for a moment, considering it, um, and think of everything that he basically said, and will pause and say, "All right."
Very well. Wait here. Just wait for a bit.
All right.
Gets up. Walk out of the room. And after 5 minutes, you can hear the door opening. And you can see Vislav coming back, settling himself back into his armchair. And what seems to be a nurse coming with a bed on rollers, medical bed. And there's Ivan on the bed. Seems to be asleep, and there's a cover. There's a heavy amount of cover hiding him. Only his head is can be seen. The nurse fiddle around with the cover bits and got the steak that seems was in Ivan. And Ivan, you wake up.
Alright. I guess I just open my eyes and blink a couple of times.
I'll be standing over him and kind of do that. I'm glad you're the first thing that I saw or you saw while you woke up, sort of thing.
Yeah, this is a weird situation because I have Viniculum with you, but I don't know who you are.
Yep.
So I guess I'll just look up and smile at you.
Now, can I do a wit's empathy
Ah, he
to
seems
see if
happy to
he?
see you. I mean,
Okay. I'll tell him it's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Um.
those seem a bit confused.
So he left. So Vaislav left. Yes.
No, he's in his ashram. The nurse left.
Okay. So I guess I'll undo the restraints on him.
There wasn't any. Just
Okay. Okay, and I'll
sounds
tell Vaislav whatever day of the week it is, he will have it by the end of the week.
good.
And I'll take Ivan and say, "Come on, we gotta go."
Where are we going?
Um, somewhere safe.
Okay.
And I'll say, "It was an honor to have met you, Mr. Kransy." And take my leave.
And try not to make a mess like last time.
She will nod and continue. And go out to the car, I guess, with the red file, with Ivan in tow, and not being permanently
Well, looks like you made it out of there all right.
Here, I'll say, handing him the red envelope. I think this is everything you need to know.
Looking inside of it, what's there?
There seems to be a note that was handwritten in cursive letter. It's pretty, well, it's a pretty handwriting if you
Yeah, if you're into
if you
calligraphy.
care. Yep. It says, oh, let me find my notes. You have been cordially invited in partake in the mystery of Phobos. And there is
Being
there's an
invited to
address.
Mars.
No, there's no date on it. Nothing else. When you turn out the note back, it says to bring appropriate garments.
Pointedly not touching the paper on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
He basically told me where their location was.
Right,
So
but
I
I
will-
mean for the purposes of, say, fingerprints and such. I don't want you
Right.
to touch it.
Unless you use we already went into that. Unless you use a blush of life, your finger
Yeah,
don't
but
have
I
any
don't know that vampires
moisture.
wrote this. Again, people were the problem. Doctors, human beings.
Yeah, but you won't erase any.
Oh, you mean
fingerprints.
me? Sorry. Well, yeah, at the same time, Bo, but fingerprints are oil-based. So if I touch it, even if I don't have fingerprints, I could smudge what's there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm being smart. All right, I is smart.
You are smart. You are smarty pants. That's true.
I am at least twice as smart as Ivan is. I have
Yeah,
two
but that's
dots.
that's not really hard.
Ivan, on the other hand, is sitting on the other seat. You're a pretty lady.
Ivan, are you alright? What happened?
I mean, I feel all right. I mean, what do you mean?
Where have you been for the past week?
Wait, if Ivan has amnesia, would he even remember his name?
It's true, but I'm being addressed. It's like the idea of somebody looks at you and says the wrong name, you still know that they're talking to you.
Yep.
And the fact that I don't know my own names, I'm having like clues, right? I'm giving him clues.
Yeah.
I'm being addressed as Ivan. My name must be Ivan.
That's a pretty safe assumption.
Yeah. Week? I only remember.
I don't think it was a week. It was a day at most.
Well, no, it
Or
was 2
whatever.
days. It was 2 days. Remember?
2 days,
days,
yeah.
yeah.
2 days.
But more like I only remember a day. Remember, time goes by different. We covered that too.
Yep.
Where I was. I really only remember a day at most. I was on a river. And I guess
God,
I
what did they
will
do to
describe
you?
what Whispers in Shadow looks like.
I haven't seen her. I've only heard her.
Well, then I'm going to describe a person that I don't remember that you knew first.
Sure.
She looked like you when you talked to her. So
Oh, that's right,
Oh.
yeah. I'm going to describe myself, but I'm also going to describe her as a woman, so...
yeah.
This woman that looks like this and this and this. Ivan, you're describing yourself. Am I a woman?
Am I a woman?
So, I will look at him and go, "Do you remember anything?"
No.
Oh my god, what did they do to you?
You do remember that you're a vampire. Wow, we covered that last time.
Well, I mean, would you though?
Yeah, you
I
remember.
mean, I
basic-
remember the things that I learned because those are truths to me now.
No, I'd say you remember the basic about vampire existence.
No, I mean,
Especially-
like, I remember the address.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
remember how to do that thing that I told you about.
Yep.
Yeah.
You remember that too, yeah.
And I remember how to unlock that other thing.
Yep.
Did you get that thing I sent you? Anyway,
Yeah, that joke we made last time when we had that
yeah.
session.
yeah.
That joke we make every time. Because
Yeah.
Harvey Birdman is classic.
I will say that since I was told the location of where they would be, I'm going to say to Killian, I need to speak with whoever would organize the raid that's going to take place for when we go and, go in like the seals, so to speak.
Oh, that's basically on you.
Right, but I'm still
Translate
gonna have
like
to
you
call
do
the
it.
sheriff again anyway, even if I do just
Yep.
get Julie. Or I shouldn't say just get Julie. Julie's doing a great job. No, not casting aspersions on Julie. She's a real trooper, that girl.
But
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
you can.
calling Julie.
Hello?
Or the sheriff, whoever answers.
It's Julie. Hello.
Hey, we got an address for that group, as well as I got this here invitation to some event they were holding. I was wondering if maybe you couldn't process it for fingerprints, assuming since most of those people seem to be human of some sort.
Oh yeah, we have what it takes, but we don't really have a. I mean, I can probably shake this guy up and try to. Yeah, we have someone in the police for that, so yeah, fingerprints we can do them.
Right, I don't know if there's actually any on there, but it's worth taking a look at. I tried my best not to
You never
touch or
know.
smudge anything on there.
Yeah,
Apparently,
you
it
never.
came from Kransy Tower. Someone there had it.
Huh. That's strange. I guess.
I
How did
guess.
you get this?
Contact, apparently. I'm gonna say while looking at Celine.
Well, all right. Important thing is you got the location, so. Mm,
We should probably say it in person in the event that somebody is listening.
where do you want to meet?
Have him at my place.
All right. Can be there in 25 minutes.
Sure.
Alright, see you then.
See you then. Um, do you have anything to say before we go back to Dylan and Joshua?
Go for it. I'm going to go use the bathroom.
All right. Dylan, Joshua, both wake up. Say
What a
your
beautiful
name.
morning.
Yeah. The sun is not here. It's cold. It's cloudy. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
cloudy, my kind of weather. Oh yeah, I had something in mind to do as soon as I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
When I wake up with my realization of what Damien can do and that he did it in my house and that I'm obsessed with him, I'd like to take an infrared laser off my desk and put it in such a way that things coming through the mirror might trip it. I'm
Sure.
setting up a small alarm.
Damien probably slept at your place if you let him.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and first thing I do when I wake up is try setting up that kind of alarm. If Damien can come through,
Sure.
other things can come through, right?
I don't know. He's still sleeping on the couch, snoring.
Okay. Huh. He doesn't like have any personal effects or anything, does he?
He has a coat, but he is wearing it. His pipe is on the table, but other than that, not really. No.
Yeah, and he said he doesn't like electronics either.
What do you mean?
Before he said he didn't like electronics.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So.
What you said he don't. I thought he had electronic. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's fine.
So.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just set up like a little makeshift alarm in case other things come through the mirror, and let my phone report on it.
Sure.
That shouldn't be too difficult. Laser
No.
trips, send a message, easy.
Do me a bit wits computer thing.
Okay. Do my wits and my computer, and of course my inability to roll a 9 again on anything.
It's
Hey,
rated
2
to Damien,
successes.
so yeah. See, yeah, it's you can roll. It's rated to Damien.
What happened to your son? Yeah, so looks like I should be able to set that up pretty easily.
Yeah, you can, but you can reroll the tens. Oh, you did. No,
Oh
you
well,
didn't.
no. It's still on simple roll right now because I'm still obsessed, right?
Yeah, but you're obsessed about Damien, and that works when you.
Oh, okay. Did I? Yeah, let's
Well,
let's do it
it's
then. I'm sorry, I forgot there are exceptions to it. I thought I was just permanently cursed.
No.
And then I get 3 more successes and get an
You
exceptional
are.
on this minor little crafting roll.
Failed programming, made tripwire expertly.
Huh. You. You won't get inspired.
Ooh.
Condition. Inspired about security. Like, this is a pretty neat trick you've done.
Inspired, security, and I believe that lets me get a single success.
No.
What does it do again?
When you
It's
take an
been a
action rated to security, you can shed this condition, and an exceptional success will only require 3 successes instead of 5, and you will gain a point of willpower. And even if you don't get an exceptional success, that's still a bit if you shed these conditions. You know.
Alright, cool. That is now documented.
Alright. What do you do next?
Oh, well, I do have $1,000 from Celine still. Or, well, 1,000 euros, I suppose.
Yeah, euros.
And while I might not be able to completely replace my computer, I could at least start searching and get some of the parts in.
You could.
So, I definitely need to go ahead and do a little bit of ordering. And after that, maybe I will go and spend some social time with Frankfurt and Nicole. And try
Alright.
finishing up that social door.
Dylan. Dylan. Yep.
Yep.
You're here.
I am.
You wake up. Beautiful night, cloudy, dark, cold. It's great. What do you do? Now that you woke up.
I gotta sell some shotguns, don't I?
Well, yeah, you could.
All right. I swing by Dylan's spot. I pick up the shotguns. I find a duffel bag so that I'm not walking around with 3 shotguns in my arm. I
You don't have
asked.
any contacts, right?
Yeah, that's the first thing I asked Joshua. Like, who am I supposed to sell these to? You got any names? Like, I don't usually do the black market arms dealing circuit.
Joshua.
Hmm? What's the question here?
Your contacts for this gun.
Oh, right. I tried calling them and they didn't like my bullshit. I'm sorry.
Well, that's
I
okay.
thought you
All
were
I-
dealing with it on your own. I didn't think you were addressing me. My
Yeah,
bad.
dude, I'm new here, man. I don't know shit about selling guns. I certainly don't know shit about selling guns in this
I
town.
don't know either. I just know about selling bad software and getting people to download my malware. I mean, like, what do you want me to do about it?
Do me an ins politic roll, Dylan.
A what politics role?
Intelligence politic.
Let's see the politics.
Oh, you're not a smarty pants ever. Yeah, you figure 3 untraceable shotguns. Maybe someone in the Invictus that would be interested by this. Or maybe the Caffeine movement. You could.
Okay, I got some leads. I grab the shotguns. All right, I gotta do this. I do this all the time. I got some leads. All right, go fiddle with your ticket toys, and I can leave the department.
Well, if you want, if you think anyone in the movement might want, I could call him up and give him a quick Give them a quick question. See if they're interested.
Yeah, call some people. If you know anybody,
So
forward them
I
to me. And
do have my Carthian status. I could maybe tap that to give them a bonus to try to sell these off, if that's okay.
Yeah, you could.
Okay. So I'll go through the motions and help them out and try to hook them up with someone interested.
Do me wits, socialize plus cartoon status.
It's socialize Carthian status. I just have the one right now. 3 successes.
Nice. Yeah, this guy would be interested.
Oh
We can
yeah,
set up a
Charles.
meeting.
He's a fun guy.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's definitely the type who will have some immediate uses for these, I think.
Definitely.
Try
Awesome.
not to think about that too much.
awesome. I love a lead. All right, I'll be back with some cash, dude.
Yeah, you managed to arrange a meeting place for the transaction to take to away from prying eyes near the suburbs.
I bought enough drugs for parties to know how it goes.
Yep.
All right, do I
So,
gotta roll for something or?
before you manage to go there, and after like waiting 5 minutes, you can see an unassuming red on the parking near you, and you see this fellow again coming out and going near you. He really does wear this hat like Malachi. Well, not as classy as Malachi, but still.
As he walks up, I'm like, oh great, another cowboy.
He goes near you and extends his hand. Hey.
I shake his hand vigorously like a professional businessman. How are you doing? I heard
Ah.
you're in the news. I heard you're in the market for some merchandise.
Yeah. No, it's I'm good. So, what you got?
I carefully open the duffel bag, show him the 3 shotguns.
Nice. So, what do you want? Money? I have boon. And yeah, can give you a boon too.
Now, out of character, what's a boon?
Out of character. A lot of them, not all, but much of vampire economy is based on boom. Basically, you scratch my back, I promise to scratch your back later.
Can I
The
ask
boon
for a little
basically
bit of
it's a favor.
cash? Can I ask for a little bit of cash and some boon?
Sure, works for me.
All right, how much cash can you give me? And yeah, I'll take that favor.
Uh, that in favor. 700 and minor favor, like if you need some contacts, if you need some things that won't put me in danger.
Okay, so I got fast talking. I also have a specialization in persuasion, which is sort of like a sales pitch, like Celine, because I'm an entrepreneur. Can I use that to haggle for a higher price?
How many dot of fast thinking do you have?
I have 1 dot in fast talking. I have 2 dots in persuasion, plus the specialization I think gives me 1 extra dot.
Yeah, you can make a manipulation persuasion. It's gonna make your composure. Guess just composure socialize roll at -1 since you have your fast talking.
Right, so what do I roll
Oh
for?
wait, you roll presence persuasion. -1. You just have 1 success. You do manage to waggle the press with iron and say, alright. Get 1,000 and a boon. Alright?
Awesome. Pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Sure, call me Chal. What's your name again?
Dylan,
New.
Dylan Page.
I think I heard of you. Someone.
You'll be hearing more of me soon.
Maybe. All right. He
I take
go
I
back
take
to
the I
his
take the
car and the cash.
I take the cash and I take note of the boon, and I tell Joshua I got 1,000 euros for the 3 guns.
Ooh, there we go. That should be enough for me to get a new rig.
Should be, yeah.
And actually, when I
I
get
hear
back to
that, Nicole.
Joshua's,
I'm gonna get I'm gonna soup it up, everything.
and
And I'm like
actually
clearly like the middle of like some conversation or something.
when I get back to Joshua, I actually give him the full 1,000. I go, think of this as
All
an
right.
investment in our new venture, but I don't mention anything about the boon.
So yeah, for you got minor boons, so you can everything you can ask as long as this doesn't impair his status or put him in immediate danger. It's probably fair game. Lucian.
Yeah.
What you doing? It's a new night. You rolled a new.
Yeah, I suppose.
Ah.
Yeah, prior to my absence, I was supposed to be with Dylan and Josh.
Saying you. I don't know what your mic is like.
You're back in
Sounds
the
like-
fishbowl.
Yeah, back in fishbowl.
Okay, how about now?
That didn't change.
How about now?
Ah, a bit better. Try to talk. Hello.
I'm here.
Oh no.
It's worse.
How about now?
If just double check and make sure that the default input is set to your headset mic and not if you have like a mic on your computer, because I've run into that same problem all the time. I think I'm talking out of my headset. I'm really talking out of my laptop.
Right, how about now?
Fishbowl. Still fishbowl.
It's like it's getting worse. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's getting worse.
I don't know. It might just be Discord. I had the same problem yesterday with my Cyberpunk game. Everyone was cutting out at random parts of the game. Like
It's not cutting out. It's like he's inside a fishbowl and his mic is outside the fishbowl and he's trying to talk.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, no, it hasn't got any better. Sorry.
I mean, that was a little bit better.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Huh.
I heard him
Just a
say,
tad.
"How about now?" instead of.
yeah, it was a tab. He was legible.
You mean audible?
All right. Well, while he's figuring his on his mic, so yeah, go back to Joshua and Dylan. Damien has woken up.
Oh hey.
Oh,
So
yeah.
after doing socializing with my friends downstairs, come back up to Dave.
Oh yeah, sorry, you want to socialize with him? Yeah.
Right, and I'm still sort of like I guess halfway in the middle of convincing those two to like yeah, I have a
Yeah.
plan, we can just work together, get the coding project set up and all that.
Yeah, you can do me a manipulation computer because it's relevant to our interest.
Okay. So 1 out of 2.
And
And
I
you
think
said
there are
what manipulation what now?
computers, and I think they still had 2 doors.
I have written down 1 out of 2 right now.
Oh, there's.
I think I
Oh
actually
yeah.
succeeded last time.
Yeah. No, it's the last time. Yeah. They have only 2 doors. They're not really. They're basic human. They're not really all that. Yeah, you managed to convince them after just explaining the pros and cons of your digital commune. That seemed like a fun project for, not illegal for once. I mean, not fully illegal. So yeah, they're intrigued and they're basically they're in.
All right, let's get in the game. I should be getting my new computer in within the next day or so.
Oh,
But
what happened to your computer?
funny story that. You know how sometimes you think you know how much you can overclock your cards and you're wrong?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad the entire apartment didn't burn down.
Oh shit. Well,
All the black smoke left. I don't know what to do about it. I just gotta get a new one.
well, you can always still. I don't know if it's salvageable, but you know, you got a hard
Uh,
drive, right? You got a backup.
well, I got a little cash coming in, thanks to a friend of mine.
Cool.
But hey, well, at least we can get started. Here, let me go ahead and share the code that I went ahead and stored online. Then at least
Sure.
this way we can all get started.
Yeah. That's a
Alright, so I will
good
go
idea.
ahead and start sharing the information with them, and I will have allies to work on this code. Aha!
Yep.
I don't have to spend all day on it.
No, and that's gonna get you bonus when you try to roll, and they can roll from this self.
Excellent.
Ah,
And I believe after that was to go greet Damien now that he's actually awake.
yeah.
Okay, how about now?
It's a bit better, but just
It is
still,
louder, it does have the
yeah,
echo, but at least
it's louder.
hearable.
Yeah, it's hearable. So yeah, Lucian.
Yep.
What is it that Lucian do tonight?
Well, it's supposed to be helping, well, Josh and Dylan, but I guess I'd sort of better be doing something else. Anything else we need to do?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that at all.
He asked if there was anything else since he was originally going to help me and Joshua sell the guns, but we kind of took care of that on our own. So he's asking, is there any other independent tasks that he could take care of?
I
Right
think,
now, really just preparing for tomorrow, I think.
yeah, I think the two of you are in the same in Joshua's apartment right now. I think when Damien's
Yeah, that's
is
fair. I'm the
rounding.
vampire hangout right now.
Yep. Well, vampire plus one other.
Vampire Social Club.
Yeah, we could always just spend a little bit of time hanging around, socializing, and I could socialize with Damien here some, and try to continue breaking his doors as well.
Sure. Yeah. So Damien wake up and just look around you. And what are you guys hanging out near him, or do you guys want to talk to him?
Yeah. I'll like pull up a seed, just like find some stuff in the fridge, pull it out.
Oh, hi.
I look like I'm obsessing over my phone right now, but I'm actually like carefully listening to what Joshua and Damien are saying to each other and see if I can pick up any clues.
Not much left in the fridge, but well, at least it's all the stuff that didn't need to spoil. So that it
Sure.
doesn't really go
Whatever.
bad.
Sure. I love whatever. It's fine. Yeah.
So we got a whole day to figure this out. I'm not sure
Yeah.
there's a whole lot else to really do other than maybe go, I guess, what's the word I'm thinking of? Stakeout, right. But we don't necessarily have to do that until tomorrow.
Amy, again, what do we have to do tomorrow? I'm gonna, just.
Oh, well, we have the guy's schedule. Forgot
We
his
gotta
name
be
All
at
earlier.
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta crash some sort of special club
Yeah. All
function
right.
that this guy's running. Actually, maybe Lucian can see if he can track down this guy tonight and see like what's he about. Maybe he has some other information or gives up something tonight before tomorrow.
I guess I could try that. I seem to have a stupid amount of luck with this situation so far.
I don't quite feel good about showing my face to him before we start stalking to him. It'll make it a little harder, I think. It
Yeah, that's
doesn't
why I
feel like
think
my style.
isn't Lucian our relevant stealth guy here?
That's true. At least he could walk around outside unimpeded, but,
Yeah, ironic considering I've actually got no stealth skills.
So why do you want to
Right,
break
well,
into the guy's house? No?
I don't think so. Like I said, I feel like that'll just give him a warning ahead of time.
Well, I think we can leave that up to Lucian's discretion. Obviously, they'll tip our hand away that people are following this guy, but at least some immediate intel, like personal backstory, maybe some possible means of leverage. You know what I'm saying? If he's got people he cares about, something that he cares for outside of this club cult thing that we could use as leverage, that might actually be helpful for us in terms of negotiating information out of this guy if we get our hands on him.
If I had another $100 worth of tech here, maybe I could say I could make a tracer and we just slap it on his car or something.
Well, you aren't really to think about it. I mean, he really cares about his job because if he's in with a special little guy's cult and he received all that cash, I will quit my job and find a better one or just not work at all. So
He might
that's
be trying to keep up appearances, or maybe he actually cares.
maybe. And something
I'm
everyone
thinking
cares
more
about.
like I'm thinking more like daughter, relative, girlfriend, boyfriend,
Yeah, so
something
you
like
want to break
that.
into his home. Works for me. Everyone concerned about his safety. Everyone wants to be safe.
Right, and the more cover he has, the safer he is.
Yeah.
You can't exactly walk in and just raid that business place.
What's his name again?
We had it like on the sheets. I gotta like pull it up so that
Yep.
I remember.
I'll look into it. His name was Charles Gauthier. Big
There we
man.
go. Yeah, Charles Gauthier.
Huh. Never heard of him.
Well, he's some sort of middle manager at that advertising agency, so I don't imagine he's exactly a household name.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. That's stupid. Nah. Just waking up.
Yeah, I can't. As I'm still staring at my phone, I'm just like, yeah, I remember having a conversation one time with a former KGB agent, and he said the best secret operatives usually had the most unassuming, boring, and bland existence. No one ever gave him a second shot, second look.
Hey, I got a question. Does that
Hmm.
mirror power you use, does that work with windshields?
Yeah.
Hmm,
Everything that has a reflective face.
interesting. Because maybe if we use one of these, he says he like reaches over to like one of the spare phones he has. Take one of these and drop it into the back of his car while it's parked. We'll know exactly where he's gonna go.
Sure.
They got GPS in the back of these things. That's not too hard to track. And at least then I don't require a whole lot of special equipment.
I suppose you'll need to get it there.
And if
Yeah.
nothing else, at least the cell towers could tell us like the general region he parks in.
Yeah, but I must have been at the. I must have touched the other end, the mirror or windshield, whatever. Voice don't work.
You gotta have what at the other end?
Touched it. Mirror, the
Ah,
windshield, the thing.
right, and I suppose if it's locked, then you're not exactly gonna be
I have my ways
reaching
in,
inside.
but yeah.
Oh, I was hoping that would be an easier idea than just breaking into it, but I guess we're back at step A for that. We could also just slap it to the other side of the car, which I think, Lucian, you should be able to pull off. As long as it's
Yeah.
out in public, then you should be able to just roll underneath the car and take a bit of duct tape and slap it on.
I could try that. Yes.
Well, that seems like a plan then.
As long as he doesn't commute with someone else to his club, then everything should go pretty okay. This way we don't have to be visible, we can tail him from a far distance, and we can scout out the location once he gets there.
Sure. Works for me.
I
Alright.
start humming the theme for Mission Impossible again.
Joshua will just like literally like put it on the TV. This is our background planning music. So as far as gathering information, this seems pretty cut and dry. But as for whatever we're gonna find, well, I honestly haven't a clue. Maybe this Dr. Lawrence and Charles Gauthier are part of some sort of weird, creepy cult or something. Or maybe this is some kind of armory they go to and prepare.
But what?
I don't know. Could be anything. Guy's a creep.
Could be an eyes wide shut party.
Never saw that one. But sure. Guess is as good as mine.
Only one way to find out, and only way to find out is once we get there.
Let's just hope it's not anything too taxing on the sanity.
Well, speaking about taxing things, as far as breaking in, we don't have a whole lot of options. If it comes down to it. I can't exactly pick a lock, I just have one of these things. He says he like shakes like one of his automatic lock-picking tool devices, and it breaks. I don't think anyone else can do anything unless we want to just kick in the door.
I can pick locks.
Hey, there we go then. So that solves at least probably our biggest problem, really. Outside of that, we just have to be quiet and not be seen.
That I can do too.
Alright, so I think if we don't have any other parts of the plant, I think this is all we have to really go on then. I'm ready.
Likewise.
Alright. So that'll be
Let's-
what we'll do tomorrow. Do you have anything you want to prepare for tomorrow, Damien?
Yeah, maybe, but need some juice.
Juice?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Just need to think where I can get some. I mean, I know
Okay.
where I can get some.
Joshua just kind of like looking like, what kind of juice do you need? I mean, this feels like a code phrase, but I'm also can't help but think like maybe you just need some apple juice.
Kinda. I mean, I must have one. You see, searching his code frantically, and you see his inside pocket seems to be empty, and he's still put his hand in one of them. And you can see that it doesn't go up to the upper arm. It's way more deep than it should be, like Looney Tunes type of deep.
Bag of holding deep.
Yep, bag of holding deep. Yeah,